welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another foundation and concealer review. So, I know you guys know from the title, but yes, I got the KEVYN AUCOIN Sensual Skin Enhancer. Now, this is an expensive product. It is $58 Canadian, and I'll put the US price up right here. I didn't even look to see how much product you got. I just assumed you got a full fluid ounce. Look at how tiny this box is. Like, this is so small. And like, I mean, this is really tiny. It's just over half a fluid ounce for $58. I thought it was going to be a lot more, but you know what? If it's worth it, that's okay. Also, sorry if you can hear like my dog in the background. He's really excited. He's like sniffing around and doing stuff because I never let him in here in the summertime because it gets too hot, but I let him in tonight because it's a little bit cooler and like he's not going to be panting and stuff. So yeah, I let him stay in here. So if you do hear noises, it's probably Bud. He's just chilling out. But yeah, so I decided to try this because I mean, I've heard a lot of hype over it. I mean, it's stunning packaging. It's a really well-known brand. It's like a luxury brand, I guess. I'm not really sure if it's just high-end or luxury. I'm not sure which one it is. But I thought it was really interesting because, you know, I've been trying to find like a concealer and foundation that are higher end that I really like and stuff. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's kind of like 2-in-1, so I just have to wear one. So I'm not sure how I feel about that because I do usually like my concealers brighter underneath my eyes, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work. So I did get mine in the shade SX03, is that it? So I did get this one because it said neutral undertones, and on Sephora's website in the picture, it just looked like it would match me better than the fair with golden undertones. That one looked a little bit too orangey. Sometimes when they say golden undertones, it looks very orangey. So this is just what the container looks like. It's so small. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. So I guess it does look like it comes pretty like stuffed full in there, and like it's a flat bottom, so it looks really thick. Like it literally has like a little spike. I am just going to be taking my Real Technique sponge. I guess, I don't know, it's really, ooh, it's kind of like moussey texture. Weird. Okay, I thought it was going to be like super thick. Okay, so it says to put on the heel of my hand, so I'm going to put it there. Take the extra. I guess I'll just kind of dab it around my face, maybe, actually, and blend it out from there, because I don't want to get too much in one spot. Oh, it does feel thick, actually, when I'm blending it out a little bit. Weird, this is such a weird consistency. I've, like, never tried something like this as, like, a foundation before. Alright. Just take my sponge and see what happens. Okay, first of all, I am noticing that it's not very easy to blend out. Can you see all the splotches on my skin? Because it is so thick. Oh my god. It's not looking super makeup-y though. And the color isn't the best color match, and it is too light for me right now, but it might work in the winter time more. I know I'm not supposed to swipe it, but it feels like dabbing it's like not moving it at all. Like, what the heck? Look at this. Does it dry really fast? Like, I feel like I'm like literally beating my face. Honestly, when I set out to like find foundations that were a bit higher end, I was honestly hoping to find like a couple or something, so I had like options, and that definitely did not happen. Just an update on the what is it called? The Smashbox foundation. The primer oil didn't really help too much with my skin. So I don't really know if it's good for dry skin or not. So far, I definitely wouldn't say this is a full coverage. I mean, I can still see my like redness on my chin poking through and everything. Okay, so I I have allergies as well, and for some reason this is like getting my nose to run for some reason. I don't know if it's like related or what. I think it does a pretty good job as a concealer, and it did an alright job as a foundation. I do kind of want to try building it up a little bit more because it's not full coverage right now. Like, you can literally see the redness of my cheeks still poking through, and the redness on my chin. So I'm gonna try building it up a teensy bit. I am really having a hard time blending it out though. Like, I feel like it might not be so great for your skin to be like having to tug on it so much for blending. That honestly like scares me a little bit. As of right now, I feel like because it's quite hard to blend out, I feel like you could accidentally not blend it in a certain area and you would have kind of like a patch there, just because you have to be really careful and really blend it out. I have an itch on my leg. I got bit by a mosquito and it's so itchy. I mean, it's not looking that great on my skin. I feel like in the viewfinder it looks pretty good, but in person it's not looking that great. I'm just gonna zoom you in. I don't know if you can see. It's not looking the best. And for $60 almost, I want it to look freaking amazing. I think it honestly did a really nice job with my like pores and fine lines, and I think it looks pretty decent as a concealer. Like, I think it's pretty good. It's kind of, again, it's dry on my nose, it's dry around my chin. I can kind of see it on my cheeks a bit, but I am gonna wait a little while and like come back obviously and check in and let you know how it's going. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that for now and let you know, because honestly this is gonna be like a yes or no product for me because it's so expensive. It needs to be really good for me to like actually want it and everything and to recommend it to you guys. So I will be back in an hour or so. Hey guys, so I'm back. So it's only been half an hour because I know I'm not gonna like recommend this or like this product. I've noticed like if I go out into like daylight at all, any hair that I have on my face just shows up so much. Like, it just like makes it so much more like pronounced and stuff. Like, I look like a hairy beast with this on my face. Like, every little baby hair that I have on my face is just like showing through, and I do think it's starting to soak in a little bit more, but because of that and because I know it's still dry here, it's starting to sink into lines on my forehead. It's sinking into my smile line, especially on this side. I think this like line is a little bit deeper than like my other smile line. Also, it says it's a full coverage. It feels kind of heavy and like thick, but it doesn't really cover that much. Like, I can still see some freckles. I can still see like my skin underneath. So yeah, it's just not looking good, and for how expensive this is and how small this needed to look good. Like, this needed to look really good. I still can't get over the size of this thing. Like, I feel like it would take you quite a while to go through this, but just like, why isn't it a fluid ounce? Like, I don't understand. Why is it so small when it's like double the price? Well, not really double the price, but like at least $10 more than like other foundations, you know? Now, as a concealer, if you have the money to spend almost $60 on a concealer, this might be okay. Do I think it's the best concealer? No. I don't think it like takes away any of my fine lines or like texture. I don't think it emphasizes it, but I don't think it takes it away. I think it does a good job of covering and layering. But still, it's not my favorite concealer. Like, I like my my what? My Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer from IT Cosmetics so much more. I know I always mention that one, but I love it. So, I mean, I love it. It's a little bit too thick for me. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the consistency because I do find out it's a little bit harder to work with, but I still love it. Like, it's worth the extra time for me. I think it does a better job than this, and yeah, I don't think this is worth the money, honestly. I really don't think you should spend your money on this. I think there's a lot better products out there. There's better drugstore products out there. I'm sure there's better foundations out there. I don't know. This is just something you would have to think about, and if you really wanted to try it, then go for it, you know what I mean? But I don't recommend to any of you to go out and buy it right now, you know? Or like be interested in getting it. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like these sort of review videos and everything, give this video a thumbs up so I know. And if you are new, I hope that you will subscribe. Just hit that big red subscribe button down below. And yeah, that's it for today's video, so I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!